For the Dhamma talk today, I would like to talk about how to improve your life in the right direction. How to maintain your life in the right direction. Many people said that when we are human, to live as a human is very difficult. Do you agree with that? Maybe not. We feel like, we have a lot of things to take care. Our body is deteriorated time by time. We need to take care of our body more. And when the time passes, a lot of things going on in this world, and it's come to the mind too. And sometimes we suffer with a lot of information that come to the mind. So in the conclusion, many people feel like to be human is very difficult. Actually, the Buddha said that too. He said, "Kichang macca na chivitang." It means to live as a human is very difficult. But the Buddha said some word before this word. He said that Kicho manusa patilapo. To be human is very difficult. To be born as a human is very difficult. He said that only human form can decide their life. Angel cannot. The being in the hell realm, the underworld realm, cannot for sure, definitely. So the human realm, only human, not some animal. Only human can improve their life, can decide their life. You can improve from the very beginning until to be the enlightened one, to have the very perfect life. It's like the Buddha, he is not perfect from the beginning. When the Buddha want to be the Buddha in the first life, he's just a poor man, very poor. And he has his mother. He wants some money to live as a human. So he needs to work a lot. But the work in his city is not good. So he took his mother to go on the boat to the other city to find some work. You can see the Buddha is not perfect from the beginning. And very unfortunate, the boat is break down in the ocean. Not good. So many people die. But the Buddha at that time, he swam in the ocean and he carried his mother on his shoulder, try to swim to the shore. And he feel like, the life of human is have a lot of tough things, very difficult. I would like to cross the sea of the suffering. I would like to bring other people in this world to cross the sea of the suffering. I want to know how. That is the starting idea to develop his life to be the Buddha. And then he be born again and again in the cycle of rebirth and develop his life time by time until become the Buddha that we know today. So how to do that? How to develop your life? How to keep your life continue develop better and better? When you are human, it's very difficult. The senior monk in the Buddha time compare how hard to be a human with the blind turtle. One turtle, his eye is blind. He cannot see anything. And this turtle swim very deep in the ocean. And we don't know where is the turtle. 100 years, this turtle will come to the surface of the water one time. And then come back to the deep ocean. It swim very, very well, right? And on the surface of the water have the ring that floating on the surface of the water. Maybe it's like plastic ring. And the size of the ring is the same size of the head of the turtle. 100 years, this turtle come to the surface of the water. We don't know where it will show up. Maybe it will show up in Thailand, the sea in Thailand. Maybe the ring is in US. And 100 years come up 100 years come up. When the head of the total hit the ring, one human be born in this world. Very difficult, right? Very random. Yeah. So if you are human, you pass this process already. You are the chosen one, every one of you. Yeah. Even we feel like, oh, our life is not perfect, but you are so lucky. Yeah. But if you don't know how to improve your life, you're not very lucky. Because you can make the mistake. So how to improve our life? The first thing that we need to know is the law of Kamma. Law of Kamma is very simple. You do good, you get good. You do bad, you get bad thing in return. But how to apply in our life? Actually, the beginning of the cycle of Kamma is like this. Inside human and inside all being, we have the impurity, greed, anger, delusion in the mind. And greed, anger, delusion make all people, all being to do the bad thing. When they do the bad thing, they will have the bad consequence. When they do the bad thing, we call the bad karma. And when they have the bad consequence, they have the bad result, we call the vipaka, or the result of the karma. And then the cycle continues. So we trap in the cycle of rebirth. And we know that, oh, when we do good, we get good. We do bad, we get bad. We can apply this concept into our life. We can apply in 3 levels. In the mind level, in the speech level, and in the body level. How to do it in the mind level? Think good. It's very easy, right? Think good. Can you keep think good all the time? Not sure. You can start with the first step. Use the same tool, awareness. Check your thinking. You can ask yourself like, what I am thinking, what I should think. What I am thinking, what I should think. This awareness will remind yourself to come back to think good. If you check and then you feel like, oh, something wrong in my mind. My mind is not quite comfortable. And you feel like, oh, my mind is upset. When your mind is upset, it's mixed with the anger in the mind. Every time when you feel uncomfortable, when you feel upset, just know that the mind mixed with the anger. If you have the feeling like this, maybe you are in the situation that you don't like. Maybe some people do something and make you feel uncomfortable. You can use 2 tools. The first one we call compassion or karuna. What is compassion? Compassion is like is the feeling that the understanding and sympathy. It's like when people do good thing, and you see that, oh, you feel happy with them, because you know that when people do good thing, they will have the good thing in return. If people do bad thing, the thing that you don't like, and you know the law of karma, oh, they will have the bad result, and then you feel sorry with them. You feel like, oh, I would like them to be better. That is the feeling of compassion. If you develop this feeling more and more, your mind will be stable and not shaken by any action outside. The second one, the kindness. The kindness is the feeling that you make the good wishes for all people, all beings. It's like when you feel like, oh, the mind is upset, the mind have some kind of anger, and you make a wish for some people that is not quite good. Oh, I wish them well. I wish them be better. And don't forget to make good wishes for yourself all the time. When you make good wishes, the mind switch to the positive side. You create the good karma in the mind level every time. Very easy, right? You don't need to invest in anything, just awareness and adjust the course of the mind, increase the feeling of kindness. And sometimes when you check the feeling of the mind, you feel like, oh, my mind mixed with the greed. You want something. You want something from some situation. You want something from some people. It means that a little greed happen in the mind. If you have the feeling like this, think about, how can I give something to people? Can I help them with knowledge? Can I help them with my hand? Can I give some help to them? Can I give something that they need? Yeah. So when you think like this, the level of greed will decrease. And the mind will clearer and clearer, brighter and brighter. And the other symptom that happen in the mind, sometimes when you check the mind, and sometimes you are in the very difficult situation, and you have the feeling like you have a lot of thought in the mind. It's like something happened, and you have some problem, and you feel like, oh, this problem will affect me like this, and I'm going to be like this, not good, not good, not good. That is the feeling of delusion in the mind. Yeah. It's like you think before anything happened. You don't see the real thing that happened clearly. You don't see the fact of the situation. So when you have this kind of feeling, breathe in deeply, breathe out slowly, come back to the real world. Come back to the fact. Take a look at the problem, at the situation closely. And then you will see like, oh, any problem has the solution. Anything that happened, maybe it's very small thing, but when we think about it, when we like made anything up in our mind, it's become the big one. Yeah, that is the feeling of delusion in the mind. So just checking. When you check, you know the situation, and then select some of the Dhamma that we learn, apply with that kind of situation. And the other thing that will create very good Kamma in the mind level is the feeling that find good in yourself, find good in people, find good in situation. It's not the feeling of optimistic. Yeah. We find the real good thing, even the very small good thing. Find good thing in yourself. Oh, what is the good thing in myself? What I can do better? What is the good thing with that person? What is the good thing with the situation? When you find good in everything, the mind will shift to the positive side. And every minute, every second, good energy will flow to the center of your body. You have the good Kamma in the mind level. We finish with the mind level. Yeah, a lot of things, a lot of tools that you can use, right? So we go to the second level, the speech level, how you speak. You can use the same tool. Use the awareness to check, what am I speaking? What I should say in some situation. If you ask yourself more, what am I speaking? What I should say? It will remind yourself all the time to come back to the feeling of speak good. So sometimes we make the mistake with our word quite often, because when we speak, it's very fast. Yeah. Sometimes we don't think and we speak, right? And the word maybe make people feel uncomfortable. The word make people like unhappy. If you have the feeling like this, you check and you found this situation, the good thing to do is apologize. Yeah, actually it's very simple, but it affects a lot of Kamma. When you say sorry, you apologize. The level of Kamma decreases a lot. In most cases, the level of Kamma nearly disappear. The level of Kamma disappear. It means you don't have the bad result from the action. That is very good thing. Yeah. The people from the Buddha time, they do that kind of action of apologize in many ways. Like when we are the monk, when we do some kind of mistake, we have the action that called pong abat. Pong abat is mean like, I think it's like confession. Yeah. Okay, we know that we made mistake and I will do better next time. I will aware next time, something like that. Yeah. So that is very good when you make mistake with the word. And if you feel like, oh, you speak, and the speech is uncontrolled. If you have this kind of feeling, you can use the mantra to tell yourself that, oh, just slow down. Yeah. You can use some mantra like, listen more, speak less. Listen more, speak less. Oh, very good thing, right? Listen more, speak less. Very simple mantra, but every time when you use this kind of mantra, it will bring the mind back to yourself. You will think before you speak. And if you can do better, develop the habit that think before speak. Think before speak. If you don't know what to speak, just smile. Yeah. Smile, smile, smile. Yeah. No speak. Everything will be better, but choose the situation well, right? Maybe we cannot smile in some situation. So if you cannot speak, smile. Breathe in deeply, breathe out slowly. Think, oh, what I should say, and then speak. Yeah, so develop some of the habit like this more and more. It will help you to maintain the good level of the Kamma and create more and more good Kamma. If you feel like, oh, how can I develop my speaking? Check yourself. Do I speak and make people happy? Do I speak and make myself happy? If the answer is yes, develop that kind of habit. Yeah. Do I speak and make myself happy? Do I speak and make people happy? That is the way to go. And in the body level is easier than the mind level and in the speech level, because mind is very fast. When you speak, it's very fast. But for the body or the action, it's easier. Think before you do anything. If you develop the feeling of think before doing, the habit will develop time by time. And every time when you practice awareness or the mindfulness, you understand the nature of your mind more. You understand the nature of your life more. When you understand your mind, you understand your life, you can select to add more Kamma. Add more Kamma is the only way to clear out the bad Kamma. The feeling is like, maybe we did something bad in the past. That is the bad Kamma. The bad Kamma is like you have the spoon of salt. The salt is the bad Kamma. And when you take the salt, you feel very painful, very salty, right? But if you add some water, maybe you have a glass of water, and you put the salt in the water, and you sip the water. Oh, you feel better. It's less salty. The water is the good Kamma that you add. If you add like a bucket of water, you have the same amount of the salt. One bucket of water. You drink the water. Oh, you can feel very little of the salty, right? If you have the water like the river, you have the same amount of the bad Kamma. You have the same amount of the salt. You don't feel the salt anymore. That is the concept to clear out the Kamma from the past. It's not disappear, but we have more water. We have more good Kamma, and it cannot have any effect with our life. If you maintain, think good, speak good, and do the good thing more and more. Do it every day, but do not do it like, a lot of things that Luang Pi said. I will do everything that Luang Pi said. No, it will not success. Just select one at a time. Okay, this year I will develop this habit. Maybe in 1 year you have 5 new good habits. That is excellent. If you have 3 good habits, that is very good. If you can develop just one habit a year, that is very good too. Yeah. Because the ability of the people cannot change very fast. Select one at a time, and set the new target to improve our life. To be human is not easy. To live as the human is not easy. But when you know the concept of the law of Kamma, you know the way to develop your life. Your life will be better and better. And when the time passes, you will be proud of yourself. When you look back, you see only the good Kamma. When you do something good, remind yourself to think about it more and more. It's like, the feeling is like when you do the good Kamma, you put the money in the bank, you become wealthy, right? But when you think about that money, that good Kamma, it's like you have the interest from that money that you can use more. And money is multiplied every time when you think about it. So think good, speak good, and do good. Continue practicing, and your life will be better and better.